Dark in here, aren't I? Let me turn on a little light. I have a light here that I don't use much, but actually I'm going to try it out today. Put it over here. So let me get my light together and I'll be right with you. There we go. Let's see. Whoa, that's pretty bright. Okay, so I'm going to turn it down a little. Put it back here a little. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Let me position my chair. There we go. Let's see. Bring my light a little closer. Let's see. Okay, that's without it. Oh yeah, it's working. All right, so got my light straight. Fix my shirt. All right, thanks for joining me. I decided to do a little recap again of what I did today. I'll talk a little bit about the short film I've been editing for one of my main clients. So yeah, that's coming along good. I think I did 2 more scenes today, which is nice. I might drop this down a little bit. Oh yeah, that's good. Don't want to not be able to be seen. So yes, I did a little more editing on the scene, the short film, and it came out pretty good. Cut 2 scenes, both were pretty humorous, so I got that together. I've been planning on working on that every day this week and making some good progress. I need to reach out to the producer and director and find out if he would like some transitions. Oh, that's all right. No one's listening to me right this minute. Oh, wait, I forgot where you had went.
To my meeting.
Oh, where was it at?
Pick up. I just had to phone.
Oh, how'd it go?
Okay. And to pick up some of those flyers. The flyers I had to pick up.
Oh, that they sent you. You have some. I didn't even.
It's in there a whole week.
Oh. Welcome. Just doing some good evening, early evening. Where I am, it's a little after 4 p.m. I thought I would jump on and give you guys a little update about what I've accomplished today. Got some good work done. I've been working on the short film that I started about a week ago. I have a client in New Jersey, longtime client, and I do a lot of his editing. He has an acting school, and what he does is his students create, after they go through the classes, they participate in short films or short scenes. And this one, they put together a short film, and it's pretty comical, set in a bar, kind of like that speed dating kind of thing they used to have. So each student gets a chance to interact with other students and practice what they've learned in the acting class and go through the whole process. That's what the really beneficial thing is for new actors, is to actually go through the process of making a short film, being in a scene, not just being an extra or not just coming in saying one line. They have significant dialogue that they have to deliver, and they want to deliver that dialogue believably. So that gets me to the first point that I wanted to talk about today. I put up some shorts that I pulled from a longer piece that I did, that I started this past weekend, and it's geared towards new actors, and it's called Acting on Camera. And so I'm creating a series of videos based on that, and I'm starting out at the beginning. One of the first topics or paragraphs I'm talking about in this series of videos is the difference between stage and film acting, film or television. I just say film acting, but it's film and television acting are basically the same. So that's what I'm focusing on that first video I put up. It's in my long form section of videos. If you go to my channel, you'll see it, you'll find it. It's called Acting on Camera. and this is the first episode. So I pulled out some shorts from that, and I've been putting them online, getting good response. Thank you guys for watching them, clicking through them. I appreciate it. It really helps me. The artificial intelligence here at YouTube is starting to see my work and figure out who to send it to, which is great. That's the whole key behind it. The artificial intelligence has to see what you're doing, starts to learn what you're doing, and then finds people to send your content to. So that's what it's doing for me now. I'm starting to notice some more views on my longer videos. And when I say longer, 20, 25, 30 minutes, those are my long form videos. So you can take a look at some of those. I appreciate that. Share them with the friends if you know anyone who's interested. I focus mostly on acting, directing, and editing. That's what I've done for the past 35 years. Continue to do it right now. Sitting here today, just decided to knock off for a while and do this video before I wrap up for the day. I was working on a short film, editing scenes that I started about a little over a week ago. What happens is the producer sends me the content on a hard drive. Now I know some of you out there are saying, why don't you just get the hello everyone, thanks for stopping by. Daniel, is it Marlo? Thank you. I appreciate you guys hanging in there watching. Thank you. So yes, I get it on a hard drive through the good old-fashioned US mail. And the reason I do that is because nowadays a lot of the camera people he hires are shooting on 4K. And 4K video files are really big. And they do big takes actually when they're doing these scenes with the actors. So that makes the video files very large. And when you upload, say for instance to Dropbox or what's the other one, Skillshare, or just to say Dropbox, when you upload those files to Dropbox, you have to download them one at a time. I don't even think there's any batch downloading for files that big. I'm not particularly sure. But most of the time when we tried it in the past, the files would almost make it. I'm sitting there for like an hour, coming back, checking it, and I had to do each file individually. So that was really a pain. So that's why I made a policy where my clients send in the footage to me on hard drive. And then I copy it onto my hard drive and I mail it back to them. And also that way I know it's protected for them. Once I have it, I have a copy, and then they have their original copy back. So it takes a little bit longer, but it's more convenient and it's more secure. A lot of times when you're downloading files that large, you'll get almost to the end of the file, and then the file will become corrupt, and you have to start over again. So that was really frustrating. But anyway, there I go, going off on a little tangent. But so what I'm going to do, what I did was I made some shorts based on that larger video, the very first video for acting on camera. And one of them was making scripted words sound real. That's a great secret that a lot of new actors don't know. That's actually one of the biggest keys to believable acting that there is. Making the words, someone else's words, sound as if you're delivering them for the first time. So that's something that comes with practice. Again, I stress in this video that I just posted yesterday, and in all my videos, I'm going to always stress for actors to understand that is the bottom line of acting. That is the bottom line of believable, realistic acting. You have to have that dialogue in your mind, in your consciousness, so that when you say it on camera or you say it on stage, it has to seem like these words are coming out of your mouth for the very first time. It can't sound rehearsed. It can't sound stilted. You can't be thinking about what is the next word, because your believability is shot. As soon as you start stretching for what am I supposed to say next, there it goes. Gone. No one will believe that character. No one will believe those emotions. No one will believe those feelings. All the hard work, if you put work in trying to memorize your lines, it's thrown away when you're not delivering words that sound like you're thinking of them as you're saying them. Now, there may be situations where, and I was actually cast in a scene one time where it was a bailiff, I think. No, it was a juror. And I got the role because I was the only actor that actually read the words off of the piece of paper. And see, that was a situation where you're supposed to read the words off a piece of paper because there's no way there's no way the foreman, the bailiff, there's no way the bailiff, that's right, I was the bailiff, so I hadn't seen the paper. I didn't know what the jury's conclusion was. So there was no way that the bailiff would have known what that piece of paper he was handed by the judge was going to say. So I actually looked at it and I actually read it. I read it off the paper. And at the end of my little teeny speech there, I looked up. But I was the only actor in the audition process, that's what the casting director told me, that actually read it off the paper. And that was paying close attention to what the scene was, making the scene believable. Now, if you're saying dialogue that, you know, you're supposed to be saying because you're thinking of it at that moment, then no, you're not reading it. You're not stalled. You're not halted. You're not delivering it slowly. You say it and you let it go. So that's just a little tip that I want to tell you, that how important it is. A secret of good acting is making it as if you're saying these words for the very first time. So that's something I want you to keep in mind. Please visit my site. Take a look at the content I've been posting. I posted another comic scene today from the comedian that's working with me. His name is Vic, and his show is called Vic Knows Best. And it was a pretty funny little scene he put up today. It's kind of like stand-up, but he just does small little bits, observational type humor. So yeah, that's there. That's pretty funny. You'll see, you'll find that in the shorts, or go directly to my channel and subscribe while you're there. Subscribe while you're there. Tell your friends and family. So yes, subscribe to the channel and take a look at Vic's scene. The whole scene is there. It's pretty short. It's under 3 minutes. So yeah, you can take a quick look at that. That's funny. But I put a little clip from that in the shorts feed today too. So as you're going through the short feed and you're looking at other content, how you've just found me, you'll see some scenes from his piece. You'll see some scenes from one I call The Camera Sees Everything. And what that is making the actor aware. Now, it seems obvious. A lot of things I talk about are for new actors. And to tell you the truth, a lot of the things I talk about, because from my own personal experience, when I was new, I didn't know. I didn't think about. I didn't really consider. But it's a saying that the camera sees everything. And the reason behind that saying, because it's so true, the camera doesn't blink. The camera is looking at everything. Film, if it's a film camera, if it's a still camera, if it's a old 35 millimeter movie camera, the camera sees everything. So you don't have to do as much as you would do on stage. The cameraman, the director, they decide when they're going to shoot your close-ups, when they're going to shoot your medium shot, when they're going to shoot your extreme close-ups. They'll let you know. They're not going to keep it from you. But most of the delivery should be realistic when you're on camera. Should feel real, like if you're in a real scene, like if this situation is real, this situation is believable, this situation is really happening. So you don't do any exaggerated movements. And if any exaggerated movements are called for, then yes, you'll deliver those. But most of the time, you're playing it real. If you watch a lot of series television now, which I do, I actually enjoy good series on television more than I do feature films in the movie theater, depending on the movie theater, depending on the movie. But I get more enjoyment from great television. Television is, I guess you can say that we're living right now in the new golden age of television, like when they say the golden age of Hollywood. The quality of television is incredible. It really is. It's very hard, in my opinion, it's very hard for a feature film to match series television. And I think sometimes maybe because I'm an actor, I'm more invested in character. I'm more invested in the backstory. I'm more invested in the development of these characters and seeing where they came from and where they're going, especially if I get hooked on a character. Like right now I'm watching this show called Smoke, and it's on Apple TV. Two really good actors. You can look it up, Apple TV, Smoke, actress and an actor. And I'm hooked into their characters, both of them. And they're doing a great job. Both are very talented young actors and actresses, and they are bringing these characters to life. Me as an actor, longtime actor, filmmaker, director, as I watch it, I'm completely taken out of my real life situation, and I'm consumed by their fictional situation because they make the characters real. They make the characters believable. They make the dialogue believable. They make the dialogue seem as if it's coming out of their mouth for the very first time. And that's the key to good, believable acting. That's what gets you work. That's what gets you consistent parts. That's what gets you to where you want to be in this business. And I enjoy giving this information out because a lot of this information, when I was starting out, I didn't have it. I didn't know it. I hadn't been through all that I was going through, that I was going to go through. I was talking to one of my longtime friends. We produced a movie together, a feature film, and it's making a little resurgence of the 90s. A lot of 90s films are coming back. It's called The Flesh Merchant. And we produced that film back in the 90s. And I was talking to him, and we started talking about the advances that are available now, like YouTube, like artificial intelligence, all of these modern advances that help you as a creative person, that help you potentially make money off of what you create. So that's why I'm here on YouTube. I want to continue to create original content, YouTube exclusive content. That's my goal. That's kind of like my slogan, YouTube exclusive content that will be delivered here. YouTube is in a battle right now with Netflix, whoever is the leader. It keeps going back and forth. I think right now YouTube is winning again. But that's why I've chosen to invest my time and my energy and my creative ability to create original content for YouTube. Right now I'm creating a lot of original content for YouTube, like what I'm doing with you right now, this vertical live stream. I enjoy this. I don't have anyone telling me what to say. I don't have anyone telling me when I can say it. I don't have anyone telling me this is too long or this is too short, or, these are opinions. Obviously, these are opinions that I'm talking about, but they're opinions based in real world, hard-earned knowledge over the past 35 years. And I'm not here to try to mislead anyone. I'm just giving out the information that I gained working in this business. I've worked with a lot of people who are very successful now in the business, in acting, directing, editing, shooting, behind the camera. And, I learned from them, they learned from me, and I want to share that information with you guys here on YouTube. And the ability to do that is fantastic. And now that I have the opportunity to do this, I want to use this as my primary outlet for creating the original content that I want to create. I had originally started working with creating some new projects and also trying to figure if I could distribute some of my older projects that the distribution has reverted to me. After a certain amount of time, if you have a film in distribution, the film will revert back to you eventually. And I wanted to take the streaming rights and put those films online. But what I learned was I went through this site called Film Hub. I signed up. I started submitting some of my projects just to see what all the kinks were. And I quickly learned that a lot of my older projects weren't up to the current day standards as far as sound, as far as closed captioning, as far as image quality. So what I decided was, okay, I have these older projects. If I can get my YouTube channel going, I can distribute these older projects myself through YouTube. Once I become monetized, I can distribute my older films. I can break them down into small segments. I can distribute the whole film. And my audience, if they're interested, they can view that. And advertisers can advertise in my older content. So that's one of my goals, creating this YouTube channel, is to distribute my own content. But my main focus will be to work with new actors and actresses and writers to create new YouTube exclusive content, humorous. And the reason I keep going back to creating humorous content is because through my career as an actor, I've had a few comic roles, but most of the time I played a straight guy, police officer, doctor, lawyer, teacher, somewhat of authority, that kind of thing. The general, the captain, the soldier, that kind of thing. So I love those roles. Those roles fit me to a T. But I also like to do comedy. I'm not a stand-up, so that's something I've never tried. And who knows, maybe one day I'll feel brave. And that's the beauty of YouTube. If one day I feel brave, I'll write some stand-up material and I'll sit here and try and deliver it. But that day, I don't know if that day will ever come, but the great benefit of having my own channel here on YouTube is that if I decide I want to give it a try, yes, I can give it a try. I don't have to convince the gatekeepers that I have dealt with all my life and that I still deal with as an actor. Going on auditions, going on callbacks, getting scripts, getting put on hold, getting calls from my agent saying, "Oh, you're on the top of the list. You're on you're on the top of their list for this potential role. We'll get back to you if we hear from them." I still love it, and to be honest, I'm never going to stop until I can't do it anymore. I'm never going to stop going forward as an actor in big union projects because that's my lifelong dream. So I'm going to keep doing that. But YouTube, I'm the only gatekeeper. I can create content that I like. I can create content that I want to create and when I want to do it. So that's the beauty of YouTube. That's why I'm here right now on this vertical live stream with you, because I found out from reading the analytics on YouTube that most of you guys who have subscribed to me have discovered me on this vertical live stream. And I thank you. I couldn't be moving forward without you guys looking at my content and deciding, hey, this guy looks funny. This guy looks nice. This guy looks interesting. This guy seems truthful. And I am truthful. I'm not trying to mislead anyone. I even have thoughts sometimes I want my content to grow faster. And I see a lot of successful YouTubers, but what they're doing is their big content pitch, which really sells great here on YouTube and gets them thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers and views and watch hours, is telling other people how to be successful on YouTube. Now, I'm not completely opposed to that, and I have done it too, but I'm not going to make that my primary goal here on YouTube, trying to pitch other people on how to come on YouTube and become successful. And, I want to create entertainment. I mean, that's why I got into this business. I didn't get into this business to sell information. Again, I have nothing against that. I even use some of the information. I don't pay for it, but I look at it and I watch it. And if there's anything in it that can help me, I try to implement it or use it or see if I think it's feasible or if it's truthful or if it's helpful. I use it. A lot of people give away stuff, and I give away content also. I made a couple of videos where I talk about my journey here on YouTube. I explain why I'm here, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and once I am monetized, I'm going to create some free videos to tell people how I did it, so that if they want to follow me in here for whatever their niche is or whatever their topic they want to talk about, I'm going to give it away for free. I'm going to give you the information that I learned that really worked for me to get me monetized. I'm going to give that away because I think that should be given away. There's a lot of areas that other people on YouTube where they sell the information, where I don't know how helpful it would be. And maybe I don't know, because I have a saying that I always say, you don't know what you don't know. Now, if I paid some of these people, and there are some people on here I trust who I've considered paying and having them look through my channel and tell me what I'm doing wrong. I've been getting a lot of unsolicited emails, and I ask you people, go down to my channel, and if you want to send me an email, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me. But I've been getting email from a lot of people trying to sell me search engine optimization tips and tricks. They're telling me how they can get my channel noticed. They're telling me they like my content. And I know a lot of people do like my content. Thank you. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for going there and viewing it. That's how I'm moving up. So I don't know if it could really help me. I get tempted sometimes to reach out to some, but then there are also people on YouTube who help other people learn and how to be successful on YouTube, who, from watching their videos, they seem believable. They seem trustworthy. They seem honest. And I've even heard some of them say that when they started, they didn't use any of the gurus or the people who sell their information. So, and I've even heard the CEO of YouTube say the real way or the best way is to make real, authentic content that has some use to people. Put that on YouTube and keep doing it consistently, and the artificial intelligence will recognize you and will start pushing your content. And I see that happening to me. I see that happening to me. Now, I do fill out the tags and keywords, and I fill in all the answers when I submit a video. So I do everything I'm supposed to do on my end. And slowly, little by little, I am seeing, hello, Michelle. How are you? How are you? Is that Jenna? Jenna? Hello, Jenna. Hello, Marlo. Thanks for stopping by. But again, I'm not here to try and just teach people how to join me on YouTube. I want to give out content, entertaining. I want to create entertaining, funny, humorous content, YouTube exclusive. Again, I'll go back to that. And make content that I think is interesting. And the great thing about YouTube is I can see instantly the analytics. I can look at those analytics and I can see, 1,500 people watch this, 1,100 people watch this, and it's all about acting. And that's what you guys are interested in hearing me talk about. So that's what I talk about more. Again, I talk about acting, directing, and editing, but I also have other subjects that I talk about. And as my channel moves forward, that's what I plan on doing. Continue to talk about the areas that you guys want to hear me talk about. And great for me, that is something I really know about, that I enjoy talking about. So that's what I think people really should come on YouTube and do. And again, I'm not knocking anybody who comes on here and teaches people how to be successful on YouTube. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. That's not why I'm here. I want to provide entertainment, some education for free. I want to motivate people to be successful. A lot of my information can be translated, and I have to remember to keep saying this. A lot of the information I give you about acting, directing, and editing, it can be transferred into minimal parts. Oh, hold on one second. I'm cooking something. I have to go turn it off. Your dinner's almost ready, Patty. See you there. You don't sound too enthusiastic. Oh, you do? What's that? Oh, at the seat, at the YMCA? Oh. Sorry for the interruption. I was had some chicken and noodles on the stove cooking, and I forgot to turn it down. Kind of smells like it's burning a little bit, but I think I turned it off. So, but anyway, I'm going to wrap up this for today. I want to thank you guys for coming to my channel, for checking it out, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning. I usually come on in the morning. I try to come on in the afternoon, and now I'm going to try to come on for a few minutes in the evening before I finish up, just to give a recap of what I did today on YouTube, and maybe talk about a little of the editing I'm working on or whatever project I'm working on. So again, the reason I'm doing these vertical lives is because I'm realizing by looking at the analytics is this is where most people are finding me. And that's the whole purpose, to get my content out there so that you guys can start watching it and I can create more content. So thanks for jumping on. I will see you again sometime tomorrow. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. My address is down below. You can go to my website and get my email address, and a lot of contact information for me there. Thanks a lot. I will see you tomorrow.